Hello, and welcome to Inner Light Guidance. My name is Maya, and I want to talk about how we are leveling up as humanity right now. There's been some pretty major events happening energetically. Some of you may be aware of how the Schumann resonance has been changing, which is the frequency of the earth. Has been changing a lot lately. In addition to that, there's also a lot of astrological changes going on as well. For example, the nodes have just changed, as well as, I believe, as I'm recording this tomorrow, we are going into Venus retrograde. And both of those are 18-month cycles, so about a year and a half ago, things changed, and once again they are changing, and it has a lot to do with our autonomy and our relationships and things like that. But personally, there's a lot of people who are going through changes right now and leveling up, maybe in unexpected ways, maybe in ways that you have been seeing come your way or building within you for a long time. But we will get into that more as we start talking. So we have 4 different piles to choose from. These are little, I'm calling them my crystal trolls. They're basically little entities inside crystals that were found near where I live, and they were gifted to me. I have actually a whole bunch more. But these were the ones that wanted to come out today. So go ahead and pick whatever is drawn to you. You can always take a deep breath and allow a number to come to you, allow an image to come to you, just any kind of gut instinct. Sometimes it could even come as a pressure in your head when you think about which pile or which crystal you would like to choose. All right, so the timestamps will be in the description box below, and I will see you shortly at your reading. Hello, Pile 1, and welcome if you chose the first crystal on your left. This is such a cool little crystal. It even stands up like this. It is very dynamic. It can go many which ways, and I feel like you have a diverse energy. You have many different sides to you, is what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting with the Gold and Black Tarot. All right, got things flying. All right, so automatically I see, interesting, okay. I am seeing you upgrading in ways that do relate to relationships, but also relationship with yourself. Yeah, your ability to really follow your intuition and stay in your center. Working on, in these many different aspects of you, working on bringing these different aspects of yourself together is how I'm seeing you leveling up at this time. Definitely a greater connection between your feminine and masculine sides. It's like knowing that in order to truly follow your intuition and truly follow the messages that you receive on where to go and what to do and how to live, there is this relationship with your masculine side where you can make things happen, where you can take action, that is, it's all coming together. I want a little bit of clarification on this Two of Cups and why it came out reversed here. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So yeah, so this has a lot to do with your expression and being able to say what you want to say and just come out and say what you want to say and being clear and concise, and maybe not even concise necessarily. I'm actually sensing a little bit of holding back from you. And so you're maybe learning that you don't always have to be so tight, so tightly wound in your expression, and that you can actually open up more. And in that experience, the fuller range of who you are, because our internal worlds are very rich and we can know ourselves very well. And I have a feeling that you have been diving into these many different aspects of yourself for a very long time. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is that we don't truly know who we are until we are able to really express that to other people, or just express it in general. And not as a binding rule. I mean, sometimes we can know ourselves better than other people, for sure. But there's this whole other level, and that's how you are leveling up at this moment, is taking this grace and this strength and this power and all of these things that you are, and being able to bring them out into the world and express them. Let's see, what else do I want to use for you guys? How is pile 1 leveling up right now? Okay, so we're going to use the Pleiadian Oracle for you. How is pile 1 leveling up right now? All right, 5th dimensional access. Interesting. Universal heart. Interesting. I'm seeing a change of timelines here. Whoa, and definitely remembering who you are on a soul level. Let's see, we're also going to get a card from Beyond Lemuria. Reclaim your energy. Yeah. Whoa, okay. I'm seeing these, almost like these chains that have been on you and on your energy for a while. I mean, it could be a couple of years, or it could be many years. It could even be multiple lifetimes. I'm getting Dolores Cannon a lot right now, and if you don't know who she is, I would highly recommend finding some of her talks on either YouTube or Instagram. It's really easy to find. I actually went through a recent stint of watching a ton of her videos. Yeah, I'm seeing you almost bypassing the karmic cycle, getting off of the karmic wheel. If you were ever, I don't want to say if you were ever on it, because most people have lived enough lives that they have incurred karma, who are alive, right, who are adults right now. They have been saying that there's children being born who don't have any karma. I actually do not really subscribe. I don't really subscribe to most things, but I really don't subscribe to that idea in particular because even if you are a starseed, let's say, who comes from another place and you don't have a lot of earthly karma, let's say, for one, you download a lot of your ancestors' karma when you incarnate onto Earth. And maybe not necessarily, but also even starseeds have karma, and the star races have karma. They have there's a lot of history, and there's a lot that goes on in the universe, right? Your karma isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just the experiences that you have and the biases that you have. And I really, while we are here trying to attain less bias in a sense, I don't think that people are really coming without any bias whatsoever. I think that is extremely, extremely rare. And if you do, it's because that was your intention, was to come in without that. I think right now, coming back to you, I think that right now you are entering a totally new phase in your life where you will be able to access a much higher timeline than you have accessed up to this point. I'm talking about a completely different life than what you maybe once imagined for yourself and once pictured for yourself. I think that you have so much power and so much diversity. And I think that you're going on to be able to utilize this in your life I'm just taking a moment here. All right, how is pile 1 leveling up right now? Let's see, we'll take this one. Rainbow activation, authenticity. Yeah, dropping anything that isn't yours. And again, I know I just talked about how, we all come with baggage, essentially. All souls have, and there is a point at where there is so much purity and there's so much divinity, and I think that you're accessing that more and more and more clearly each and every day. Rainbow activation, authenticity. I would like to read from the guidebook for you on this one. You can spend your entire life trying to feel ready to share your gifts with the world, but what if you gave up on feeling completely ready and just started today? This card comes forward with a rainbow activation to help you shine your true colors. There are many different factors and facets and aspects to your soul. Some you have kept hidden, and some are easy for you to express. The rainbow light is beckoning you to bring your prismatic light out of hiding. Revel in the fullness of your gifts today, and don't downplay those that are natural for you to express. Many times in your life you have doubted if you truly carry anything special, and this card is telling you that you were made to step onto the proverbial stage. You hold unique and diverse abilities. The rainbow medicine pulls this forward, inviting you to choose your sacred path. The world often tries to dim or suppress the most natural elements of our soul. Bring forward the light and playful energy of your child self, allowing yourself to feel the full color spectrum of your spirit and the rainbow nature of your heart. Your presence is powerful, and it is time to claim your beautiful hue. This is so beautiful. So if you have some kind of project, if you have some kind of goal that you have been trying to reach, and it has to do with really stepping into your authentic self and your authentic vision of life and of who you are, and you've been feeling blocked from that. And I think it really has to do a lot just with your throat chakra. And I think it has a lot to do with being able to bring the earthly aspects of yourself and the higher aspects of yourself into your center, and, being able to project it out from that point, and not thinking that you have to be necessarily one or the other. You don't have to just be this masculine, kind of masculine earth energy, and you don't have to be this really high, really light all the time kind of energy either. You can be both, and utilize these different aspects of yourself to bring together this project or this goal or this dream that you have. It is waiting for you, and it is ready for you. You are ready for you. And I think you've probably been getting a lot of signs for a while about this, and I'm sure that you've been taking some steps in that direction. And let's see what affirmation wants to come out for you right now. My self-esteem is high because I honor who I am. That is so amazing and interesting. My self-esteem is high because I honor who I am. Because I honor who I am. Not because it's forced, or not because it is about following in the footsteps of other people, in a sense, as far as, taking ourselves, trying to look like other people, or, I don't know. It doesn't have to do with other people. It has to do with how you are honoring you, and knowing that when you place honor in your heart for yourself, and it's not necessarily a pride, it is an honoring yourself just as you would honor any other being or any other creature, just as you might worship an entity, or worship God, or worship the ocean, for example. It is time for you to start seeing those qualities in yourself, and knowing that you can honor them, and no more self-sabotage is allowed. Catching your self-sabotage when you find yourself spiraling into that, you are being activated in so many different ways. I see so many different spirals here too. You have fifth dimensional access, you have universal heart, both have spirals on them, and reclaim your energy, which interestingly enough is the number 42, which always makes me laugh because of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So this makes me want to say that you have the answer. You have the answer already, and the only thing left is to let go of restrictions that you placed on yourself when you were at a place where you were not ready yet, where you were not healed enough yet, where you were dealing with life, and restrictions were placed on you for you to learn lessons, for you to grow. Now those restrictions have been removed, and the only restrictions that are left in your life have to do with things that you have not yet let go of. DNA activation, big time for you. You are being activated on a totally new level, and you need to take this and run with it. And don't be afraid of burning out. I just heard that somebody is afraid of burning out. Don't be afraid of burning out. Because you will continue to gain the messages that you need. You will continue to get the energy that you need to get. And when you start to get tired and when you start to get, disillusioned because you are burning yourself out, that's your practice of taking a step back and saying, I am exerting way too much right now. And that is a restriction. That's maybe a positive restriction that you can place on yourself. Maybe replacing, the messages are just flowing like crazy. So replacing old restrictions with new ones that are actually positive and beneficial for you, that actually create some structure that is helpful for you. At this point, I feel like you are getting to know yourself, or you have gotten to know yourself so much better, and it's time to figure out how to place some restrictions on you that are positive instead of that are just sabotaging you or making you not feel worthy of your destiny. That's the crazy part, is that it's your destiny. It's your personal destiny and your personal timeline. Again, it's like I'm hearing now, like, just about having choices that, in a sense, nothing is set in stone. You have so many choices, and maybe that feels overwhelming, but it's such a good thing, because it means that you can't mess up, in the sense that whatever you aim to do, as long as you aim to do it with your highest good and with honoring who you truly are, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. All right, let me see, how long have we been recording? Let's get a light code, an angelic light code for you. Hope. Okay. I keep moving forward as hope connects my heart to the future. Universal heart. Connecting your heart to the future. Connecting yourself to not just your own higher timeline and your own highest potential, but also the higher potential of Earth and the higher potential of everybody. So creating a life for yourself where when you come out the other side, other people will be there to meet you, and you won't be alone. You need to start practicing expressing more. And I think that you have been too, because expression has come up so much for me in your reading. Obviously, this is something that you have been working on. And again, it's like meeting people on the other side of that. There will be people that are waiting for you, in a sense, that are also on this journey of activating their authenticity on a higher level than has been seen yet in this era. You also have embrace. And if you want to look at these, I know some people just listen. So if you want to look at these light codes, if you're a visual person, looking at them might help activate the emotion or the intuitive feeling that comes with these codes. So you also got the code embrace. I am a conduit for joy as I embrace the richness of this moment. Lots of joy and lots of love. So much joy and love and grace and just mastery. Lots of mastery. You're mastering what you came here to master. All right, I need some final messages for you. Let's see, final messages and advice for pile number 1. We already had one come out. All right, you got the Priestess of Dreams, which is the High Priestess again. 5 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Lady of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some kind of like walking away from beating the same old bush, you know, man, I really just can't heal this thing, or I can't get over this thing. Like every time I think that I level up and I have gotten past this thing, it just comes up again. You need to walk away from the fight, almost, and start looking at your own perfection. At this time, you have done, right now, at this moment in time, you have done enough healing. There's probably more spontaneous healing that will keep happening and things that will keep coming up, and you'll keep healing and you'll keep healing this and that and this and that and this and that. But there's certain aspects of you that it's almost like you need to just walk away from it. It's like a bad relationship. Don't keep going back. When you find yourself in that space again, be like, yep, okay, now let me focus on what I really wanted to focus on. And it's okay to be down. And I recently got that message for myself that it's okay to be down because it shows you where you're at and it shows you what you still have to work on. And that's great. But then you have to also get back up and start focusing again. Don't let it distract you. Don't let it take you down. Don't let it take you away from the journey that you've been on, you know. Take a moment. Be like, okay, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at in healing my family patterns. This is where I'm at in healing my relationship patterns. This is where I'm at in healing my, my food patterns, my whatever, you know. I'm definitely seeing, you know, that it is like, it is like physical life that can get you down sometimes. You know, you got the 6 of Pentacles and the Lady of Pentacles. So they're just kind of bringing me back around to being in this physical world and the challenges that we face in this physical world. And just a reminder, you know, be the queen or the king or the ruler of your own existence. And at the same, because be the ruler because you're a fair ruler. You're the kind of ruler that knows when they need to change, when they need to adapt, when they need to look at themselves. And so don't lose sight of the things that make you this beautiful creator and manifester. And I do think also that as you kind of going back to this goal that you likely have, you will receive support, and you are receiving support. And look at the ways where you don't maybe have to work so hard because you are already receiving and you are already in a place where you have enough to make the first steps or make the next step. to take that leap into empowering yourself. I'm definitely seeing you possibly receiving money or receiving some kind of opportunity that allows you to pursue more of this. Yeah, new beginning. You have the Fool. And again, you've been getting messages over and over and over again. The High Priestess twice. The Moon in reverse, which I am taking that as you know what's below the surface. It's in your face almost. You know what's there. It's not really hidden from you anymore. Anything that seems hidden from you is something that you are hiding from yourself. Some kind of happy family, happy home situation, celebration, going back to joy. And creating stability in your passion. This is my marker for it is stable, passionate energy. Stable, passionate energy. You have, I know everybody's situation is different, but you have a certain level of stability, and maybe stability alone is what you are working towards right now, and that's okay too. They're saying that it is coming for you. Yeah, 9 of Cups. This personal satisfaction is coming for you. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning in money, new beginning in job, that goal that you have. Stay above your emotions. Allow yourself to let your emotions show you where you are and be in flow, but staying in, not going too far into them so that they take you off track. 8 of Wands, yeah, lots of messages, things happening quickly if you allow them to. All right, here's a cat. All right, this is Gerald, who is stepping all over. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here and listening to these messages. I would love to hear how this reading affected you, and any sort of messages that you may want to leave about how this has helped you or how you are doing on your journey right now. If you would like a personal reading, you can find the link for that in the description box, as well as links to my different social media accounts where I will be posting different types of content, especially universal energy type content, so messages from the universe. I want to start doing a lot more of that. And let's see, what else? I think that's all I can think of right now. Just remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. Anything that didn't resonate with you, you don't have to listen to it, and you can just ignore that. Or if it didn't make you feel good, you're like, yeah, I'm good on that. That's okay. Anyways, guys, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining, and if you want to watch another pile, feel free. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose the second crystal, this is you. And I really feel this energy of you just shooting out and shooting up. Yeah, you feel unstoppable. Show this to you a little bit better. Shooting out and shooting up. Unstoppable energy. So let's see, using the Black and Gold Tarot, moving away, grabbing your things and leaving. Yeah, new ventures. Oh my gosh. Are you moving? Are you moving? Do you want to move? Strength. We're going to get a lot of tarot for you, I think, because I want to know. Okay, the Hermit. Can we get a clarifier for the Hermit, please? Creating more balance in your life. Maybe getting away from temptations, people who bring your energy down, situations that bring your energy down, stealing away in the night. And you have a Knight, the Knight of Pentacles. New venture, maybe a new business venture. Maybe you want to work alone. Maybe you would like to start your own business. I'm definitely seeing you moving towards your passion. And maybe that actually, because the Queen of Wands came out in reverse. Okay. Yeah, okay. You have so many ideas. Yeah, you have so many ideas. Wow. You have a lot of passion. But I'm also seeing you have a lot of passion, you have a lot of resolve. This is taking a slightly different direction than what I was picking up from your crystal, because I was picking up a lot of joy and a lot of determination. I think that some of that is clouded for you, or has been clouded for you. And, all right, so let's see. How is pile 2 leveling up? Judgment. Getting better at what's good for you, what's right for you. Yeah, heartbreak. Yeah, moving on from a difficult time, you've learned a lot, you've gained a lot, and now it's time for you to step forward with all of these ideas and all of this passion that you have. You have a lot to move towards. Anything else for pile number 2? Anything else for pile number 2? Queen of Swords. How are you leveling up? Transformation. I'm hearing the final boss, like in a video game where it's the final, the final boss. The final boss of transformations. You have 3 of Pentacles at the bottom. I did say something about you working alone, but maybe it has more to do with you feeling alone and needing the correct community around you to support you and see you for your full potential and your full joy. And yeah, working with the right people and people who recognize you for your strength, your independence, all of the beauty and value that you have to offer, letting bygones be bygones. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna get... How is Pile 2 leveling up? Asking the Pleiadian Oracle, how is Pile 2 leveling up? Okay. Light language. Interesting. You're receiving some downloads right now. Some healing. If you don't know what light language is, it's a cosmic language. It's actually could be one of many different languages from the cosmos, and there's different people who channel these languages. They can be telepathic, they can be through sound, they can be through body language, body movements, mudra type. It's almost like a sign language of the universe. Rearranging different energies, activating different energies in the body, helping one to remember different parts of yourself. And you can find a lot of people who are now channeling light languages for the collective. I think that you too, if you are on a journey where you also are learning light language and you're learning how to speak the language of the universe, I'm definitely feeling that you're getting some heavy upgrades, some heavy downloads right now. Your whole body is being upgraded. And maybe you've been in the middle of a lot of things going on in life. But you are getting some heavy downloads. When you come out the other side, when you move through this phase, because you might not be physically moving, but you might be moving to a higher realm of being. It's like you're standing on the other side of this curtain. You think you're standing on the other side of this curtain and you're peeking through at what you could have, but you don't realize that you're actually moving through these many different levels right now. And you've got like 1 foot there and 1 foot here. You're already there, but you're in between. You're in the middle of this move. Your whole physical body is being upgraded and you're in the middle of a move. Creativity. I think your creativity is being leveled up. I think you're seeing more signs as well. You could be receiving a lot of angelic numbers right now. You could be receiving a lot of light codes in that way. I think the universe is being more creative with how they are sending you messages and more playful. And I think the signs are coming through more frequently and more clearly for you now. And if not now, then they will soon. They're saying if you're not receiving messages that you need to let go of your expectation of how the messages arrive. One more. Pulling a lot more cards for you than I did for pile 1, which is fine. Star family. Yeah, interesting. I think if you've been in this phase of feeling alone or going through these battles and you're by yourself, you needed that time to yourself, but there's going to be this reconnection. You're leveling up with your connection with others. You may have different people come into your life. You might also be leveling up in how you communicate with your star family. Communication may start to get more easy. You might not feel like you're being tested as much in your relationships, and like you can actually begin to speak on a level where you are not being tested, but you're actually able to communicate your creativity, and you're able to creatively express more instead of expressing maybe from a state of anxiety or distress or this place of being alone or feeling alone and like empty. Back to that joyous energy though, there is definitely a new spark of joy and a new drive. This drive was always with you though. You personally have a very strong soul and you have a very strong drive to get to achieve what you want to achieve as a soul. You may have placed some pretty extreme challenges in your life so that you could get past and learn and master quite a bit in a very short amount of time. And our lives are a very short amount of time, so it doesn't really matter how old you are, but you may have gone through a lot and put a lot on your path intentionally to overcome quite a bit. I see you really, really shooting for the stars on the soul level. Wanting to clear a lot, wanting to heal a lot. I am yawning so much right now. Oh my goodness. Let's see what it's at the bottom of the deck. Universal Heart. Pile 1 got Universal Heart as well, and I actually just got some chills. I feel like, so I was talking to Pile 1 about, moving on to a higher timeline. And on that higher timeline, there's people that will have also been shooting for this higher timeline and stepping through to the 5th dimension. And I think that you are one of those people. You're one of the, unless you could also be listening from Pile 1 as well. But if not, then Pile 1 would be part of the soul family that you would meet, or that you would meet on a different level. Like your relationship would change and become more heart-centered. I just realized I'm holding these up so you can't see this card. It's so beautiful. This spiral of energy and this sacred geometry. Just, yeah, I see you being pulled into this other reality. But there's a lot of changes happening. If you were worried that you would be stuck in this lower, for a while, you really don't need to be worried about that, because you are pulling yourself. Even if you're not consciously aware of it, you are pulling you into this higher reality. Right. Sorry, my dog is licking obsessively, and I had to tell him to stop. If you find yourself obsessively doing things, just stop and take a moment. I'm hearing somebody just going, ugh. All right. Number 11, universal knowledge. Yeah, you're getting all kinds of downloads right now. When you sleep, when you are, I don't know, just zoned out, even sometimes on maybe your most tough days or your bad days, you're actually receiving huge downloads, and that could actually be contributing to some of the feeling. I know you don't like to hear that, but you are receiving these intense activations, and sometimes that can cause physical symptoms. You only have yourself to blame. Because again, it is you who's pulling you through. It's just very interesting. You know, your soul is working really hard to get a lot done right now. So let's see. Let's pull from Beyond Lemuria. Beyond Lemuria. How is pile 2 leveling up? Oh my gosh. Okay, that was pile 1. We're not gonna take another card from pile 1. It did say reclaim your energy. And I think that's absolutely what you're doing. You're driving up. You are moving. You are moving up. You're shooting up. Shooting star. Let's get a new card for pile 2, though. Mount Shasta. Interesting. So they're... Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Oh, so you got all these cards about travel and moving, and I think that there's a place, there's a physical destination that you are being called to where you will receive some of the like major final activations for this particular time in your life. You are being called to go somewhere, and that at that place is a lot of the energy that you need to complete this cycle of transformation or begin it. Like begin the next level of transformation, because every level that we reach is just another level of transformation. And then you have the sound of the universe. There's something about, because I'm still on the place that you're being called to. Maybe regularly, maybe it's a place that's near you. Maybe it's a place that's far away. But the sound of the universe, I'm getting this, I'm getting that there's like a literal sound that you need to hear as well. And maybe that's a sound that you will hear when you visit this place. But there's a literal sound. And again, if light codes are something that you're interested in, check them out. With some intense energy, I think that's a big yes for some of you. Because it's almost like this really passive healing where you can feel it. When I watch it, I can feel it coming through the screen, what these people are doing. And it's this passive healing. So instead of you trying and working on healing, and maybe even meditation might be a lot for you right now. It might be hard for you to connect in. Like it almost feels like there's some difficulty in receiving certain messages. So the universe is sending them to you in other ways. Maybe listen to some light activations. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else for leveling up for pile number 2? Pile number 2. Okay. Luminescence. Ooh. Yeah, healing. Big, big, big healing. Healing waters as well. Something with water. You need a change of scenery for sure. And water is definitely a part of that. Dragonflies. I'm getting that you have like this secret identity, which is very random. But I'm getting that you have this secret identity that only you know about, or very few people know about. Very few people actually know you on that level. And what's interesting is that this secret identity is going to be exposed to the right people. This secret identity is going to, it's supposed to become your full-time identity, or most of the time identity. So there's like this mermaid on this card, and I'm just thinking about those, I can't remember what the show's called, but it's where, they're like regular people, but then I guess there's a movie that's like that too, Luca, the cartoon, but there's that like reality style show where, they get wet or they touch water and they turn into a mermaid. And sometimes it's just out of their control. And I feel like in a sense, this is out of your control because it was a part of your plan before you even came here. And you've been going through so much that you've almost forgotten what it's like to be this whenever you want. But that's changing. All right. Let's pull a card from the Sacred Medicine Oracle. Sacred Medicine Oracle. Let's see. What time are we at? 23? All right. We need to wrap this up pretty soon. It's 8:25. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's see here. Sweet grass braid, receptivity. All right. We're going to read from the book for this one. Mother Earth's hair comes forward to bring blessings of abundance, joy, and love. This sacred plant has traditionally been used in sacred ceremonies to call on good spirits. It is also commonly used for beautiful crafts, decorative baskets that release its well-known vanilla scent. It is here to bless your path and help you receive a millionfold for the beauty you've put out into the world. Reciprocity, the practice of giving and receiving. Again, I'm getting this like community at like equal, like give and take at a deeper level with people. It's a very important part of walking in balance, and at this time you are being called into the receiving aspect of this teaching. There have been moments where you have given generously, and this gift of abundance is well deserved. Yeah, this level up for you is well deserved. There's nothing else. You've worked so hard for this. There's nothing else you need to offer at this time. Wow. It's just you. It's just you receiving now. Sink into receptivity and allow all that is meant for you to come flowing like a never-ending waterfall. More water. Sweetgrass brings us back to love, kindness, and honesty, aligning us to walk a life of integrity. Only you can know how to best walk through this life. Exactly. You're so individual and so special. And the spirit of this medicine affirms that you do indeed walk from your heart. Showing up intentionally is what is being called of you now. Keep going. The world needs the blessing of your gracious presence. Keep going. I know it has been tough for you. I can feel that. Keep going. The world needs you. You're so close. You're so close. All right. I see the world through eyes of love and acceptance. All is well in my world. That is your Louise Hay's affirmation. Louise Hay. And speaking of light codes, we are getting angelic light codes for you as well. We have resilience. I am resilient as I hold on to hope and faith, which give me strength. I am resilient as I hold on to hope and faith, which give me strength. Allow your hope and faith to give you strength and create resilience in your energy. All right. Clarity of purpose. I continue to gain clarity as I listen within, knowing the answers unfold with ease. I continue to gain clarity as I listen within, knowing the answers unfold with ease. All right. That is all I have for you today, pile number 2. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, just take what resonates, leave what does not. If it doesn't feel good or it doesn't feel right, then, don't take it in. Feel free to watch another pile if you feel called to do so. If you would like a personal reading, the link for that will be in the description box, as well as links to my other social media accounts and my art account. The other accounts I will be doing different types of readings on soon, like more collective style readings, which will be great. I'm really excited to do those. Let's see, anything else I am missing? I don't think so. So if this resonated for you, I would love to hear how it hit you and how it maybe changed or clarified some of the ways that you're seeing things in your life right now. Yeah, I would love to hear, are you moving? Where are you going? I would love to know. All right. Thanks for listening, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, and welcome, pile 3, to your reading on leveling up. How are you leveling up right now? Let me just meditate on your energy for a second. I'm getting changes in mental organization. It's been a long journey. Strengthening your solar plexus. So strengthening your personal willpower to shine who you are and take action on that. The solar plexus is actually related to mental energy as well. All of our mental energy that sits in our gut. So maybe as you rearrange your mental energy, you're also honing in more on your physical body as well and what your physical body is telling you. Let's take a little closer look at this crystal here. Our little crystal troll. Yay. All right, let's get into it. We are going to use the gold and black tarot to start off your reading. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Sensing a level of like nervousness or indecision, but maybe the nervousness and indecision is what you're letting go of. I feel that something that you're overcoming is a kind of nervous energy. You have a lot of, making connections in the physical world right now. Striking out on a new adventure. This could be a new business venture, new project. I'm getting the sense that it has to do with communication with other people. Why is this Queen of Wands? Why did that show up in the reverse? Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay, interesting. How is pile 3 leveling up right now? King of Cups. Wow, alright. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands. You've got a lot of people. And the Hermit in reverse. So, leveling up this level up is forcing you to come out of your shell with people. Got a lot of different relationships in your life. If that doesn't resonate, then we'll keep going. We'll see. Let's get a couple more clarifiers. How is pile 3, leveling up right now? The Magician. Yeah, you're creating something new. You're creating a new world for you, leaving behind maybe some again, it's almost like these physical signals or these mental signals that were no longer serving you, like doubts, fears. It's almost like I feel like you're really sensitive and you receive a lot of messages. So you're maybe walking away from messages that no longer serve you anymore. Creating a new world. Yeah, the Empress. Right underneath the Queen of Wands, which is all about passion and being unique. Being unique. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're learning to master how you communicate. And this starts on the inside. Learning how to master how you communicate. All right, let's see. 2 more. So we've got the 4 of Cups, which is something you're considering. Considering something. Something is being offered to you, or you're offering something to somebody else and they are considering it. Or maybe they don't even realize that you're offering something. Or it could be vice versa. Then you have the 5 of Cups underneath the Knight of Pentacles. So I see this letting go of losses that have happened in the past that give you that queasy feeling in your gut, in your solar plexus, that, it's like you're receiving these messages and you're like, is this the same message as before? Is this unease just because Is it just because I've experienced the same thing before and there was an uneasiness with that too? Or is there just unease because it's something new and I'm just feeling uneasy because it's something new? Let's see, what is this about? The world? All right. So this is playing on many different levels in your life. Justice. Yeah. You're leveling up and you're starting to you're going to start receiving what is due to you. After all this time, all this hard work, you're going to start receiving what is due to you. And the types of, you're getting better at cutting out people or cutting back on your communication with people who are just not hearing you, maybe. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, your time is coming. The Sun. 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. So, leveling up. Definitely, this feels like a physical venture. Happy home, happy family, happy business. You're leveling up, and there's such good things that are coming your way that are due to you, in a sense. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's the... Yeah. All right. And Strength at the bottom of the deck, which is a solar plexus card for sure. All right. Let's get some other messages from some other decks. I have the Pleiadian Oracle. How is pile 3 leveling up? 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 Dream time. Interesting. I keep saying interesting for you guys. Forgiveness. Wow, I'm getting this. So there's this mental level up and there's this emotional level up as well. This heartfelt level up. Not taking things as personally. Dream time. I think your actual capacity for dreaming up what you can accomplish is changing and it's growing. And Merope, I'm not really sure what that card is about, so I'm going to look it up. 26. We, the Pleiadians, seek to guide you into the star of our system known as Meropa, spelled as Merope in your plane. Meropa, to us, represents the goddess of awakening that births herself through the act of death. This death is not an ending to Meropa's dance, but an allowing for life to continue as a result of shedding what is no longer serving in one's life path. The coordinates near Meropa are known as a hot locale, with it often being fiery and volcanic in nature. This fire medicine of Meropa teaches us that we can be reborn through the fires of transmutation and need not fear death. I think you're leveling up in that you're not afraid of... You're not as tiptoeing around anymore. You're not as afraid of certain outcomes. I think that you're less afraid of how other people see you. You're less afraid of what will happen if something falls through. I think you're taking more chances, which is awesome. When beings in our culture are finding it challenging to drop a certain part of their life, we request for them to call upon this fire goddess in order to cleanse their spirit by burning off what doesn't serve them in the fires of alchemy. This is an intense alchemical change happening within you. When the card of Meropa arrives to you, it is your Pleiadian guides indicating that some aspect of your lifestyle, again, like your physical life, needs to be thrown into these fires for you to prosper. you're changing it. I'm getting like you're changing your habits, you're changing how you think about things. There's like a complete overhaul, like a spring cleaning happening for you right now, so that you can move on and actually do what you want to do, and whatever this venture is, and not letting your fears around other people getting in your way to get in your way. Understand, let's see, I missed something. Whether it is, okay, here we go. Whether it is an outdated employment situation, relationship, or shadow aspect of your lifestyle, the dropping of these no longer serving aspects of yourself will allow for your energy field to redirect itself towards soul advancement. Yeah, complete redirection, complete overhaul. Understand that you cannot hold on to everything and proceed. What is being requested is a dropping of your load through a review of unhealthy attachments. Call upon the fire goddess of Meropa to help you drop these cords, and you will gain a sense of great relief. The fire medicine seeks you. Die and be reborn. This is intense. It's intense, but I'm also getting that there's such a letting go that it feels natural. It's coming naturally to you. This isn't something that you are having to force yourself to do. Like a year ago, or a couple months ago, or a couple weeks ago, even it could have felt like you were trying to force this transformation in you. And now it's like all the correct alignments have happened. The universe is at the right place in the right time, and everything is aligned, and it's now coming to you with more ease, that you don't have to force it anymore. It's this natural flow that you're moving into, and this realization of letting go of these like very minor blockages that create much larger blockages, because all of the small things add up to the big things, and they make up what our life is. So this is amazing. I'm really, really loving your reading so far. It's energizing. You have this energizing thing happening for you. Forgiving other people, forgiving yourself. There's no need to hold on to any of that anymore. Totally moving on, so that you can be the manifester, you can be the creator of your life, and allow yourself to go places that you were not allowing yourself to go before, but you also weren't ready. Everything happens in divine timing, so you also were not ready. So forgiving yourself for not being ready. Yeah, freedom. Oh my goodness. Freedom. Yeah, and that's number 25, which breaks down to the number 7. Definitely like a spiritual, like internal overhaul that you're having right now. And the dragonfly, like this is great magic happening for you right now. Great magic. Hold on to this magic. Don't let it slip away. It's very easy to forget sometimes how free we really are. We are so free. Even when you have restrictions, even when you have difficulties and challenges. Journey to wholeness. Interesting. Yeah, I'm seeing, okay, so this is starting out as a kind of a mental reorganization, but I keep getting this feeling of it transitioning into like this emotional, intuitive transformation that's happening. And it's bringing you more of this sense of peace and joy, and yeah, just this united kind of feeling within you. There's this kind of like everything was stirred up at the bottom of the ocean floor, right? And all of this debris was floating around, and you're trying to organize it while it's still floating around. But now all of the debris, all of the sediment is starting to settle down again. And you're able to kind of zip in and, be kind of watching this sediment settle. You're able to go in and more clearly see where everything is lying and where everything is going to lie. And maybe you're able to go in and rearrange a couple of pieces as they're floating down to the bottom. Yeah, this is really, really beautiful. All right, I'm going to get a card. Oh, I'm missing a couple. This is from the Sacred Medicine Oracle. Yeah, I'm getting new love, like renewed love. It is better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. That's a really strong quote that is coming through for me, for you right now. I've been yawning through every single reading today. Okay, how is pile 3 leveling up? How is pile 3 leveling up? Guides. Oh, that's interesting. They're like, I don't know if we should talk about this. What? Summer solstice. All right. Fall equinox. Whoa. All right. I almost want to get a couple more tarot cards for you. Okay. Go. All right. So weird. You're trying to predict, but not. What are you trying to predict? The dream angel. You have a dream. You have a dream. The sun. Again, such positive energy. You have some really great times ahead of you right now. Summer solstice and fall equinox. There's something about something happening around the summer solstice and it coming to fruition around the fall equinox. That's a pretty short span of time. But something is happening. And I mean, it kind of doesn't matter where you are in the world. I mean, in the northern hemisphere right now, we just had summer solstice not too long ago at the time that I'm doing this reading, and the fall equinox is kind of coming around the corner here for us right this moment. So it's maybe you're kind of in the middle of this manifestation, of this creation, of this dream that you have. There's something that's going to happen regarding things coming together for you in the next couple of months. The Lord of Wands. So yeah, the King of Wands. Yeah, something you're very, very passionate about. Something very important to you. Ace of Swords. Some communication coming through. How are you leveling up? There's something in your physical surroundings. Something is like something specific. Serpentia soul. Yeah, and you're creating it. But it's specific. Specific manifestation here. So, okay, Priestess of Dreams. It's you intuitively know what I'm talking about. There's something that you have been working on, and it is coming together, and it's coming together fairly rapidly. And you need to just keep following your intuition. Your intuition has also leveled up because you are clearing away a lot of the blockages that were stopping you from knowing what was right and what wasn't. You know, again, going back to that feeling of uneasiness, is it uneasiness because of my experiences, or is it just uneasiness because it's new? You know, and being able to like register when it's something like, oh, I don't think I should do this, and when it's like, oh, it's just butterflies from, you know, me trying new things and talking to new people and organizing things and getting whatever you need to get together to make this happen. I mean, it could be also, I didn't get a lot of like specific like love cards, but for some reason the Four of Cups made me think love. It could be about a love interest. It could be about a business partnership, or again, you had multiple people so come up in your reading. Did not take all of those cards as being you. Those were definitely like different people that you're talking to, that you have interactions with, that you're expressing your idea to, or you're connecting with in order to make something happen, or people who are also good reflections of where you are at currently in your energy and where you're at in your level of manifestation. There's people around you who are reflecting where you're at on that journey, right? So it could be a love interest. It could also just be these connections and partnerships and kind of this waiting to see how things are going to come through. Let's see. We're going to get a affirmation card for you. All right. Affirmation for pile number 3. This will be pretty much your final advice for pile number 3. I am totally adequate for all situations. I am totally adequate for all situations. I choose to feel good about myself. I am worthy of my own love. I choose to feel good about myself. I am worthy of my own love. You have to feel worthy of your own love to really bring in like true, like long-lasting relationships, to bring in true long-lasting ventures of any kind. There has to be a base level of worthiness and self-love. And that is something that you are realizing on a deeper level. You're leveling up in your understanding of it being a choice. The understanding of the choice to love yourself and feel good. Feel good. Kindness. So these are light language codes that we are getting for you. If you're a visual person, I would recommend definitely looking at these. Kindness. I bless others and myself as I express kindness freely to those around me. I bless others and myself as I express kindness freely to those around me. Yeah, not holding back anymore about what other people think. All right, what's next? What? That's interesting. What's next? What's next? Maybe you're asking yourself that, but you're allowing it to fall into place in the way that it's supposed to. What is next? What is next for pile number 3? Let's see. Clarity of purpose. Another pile got this. I'm not sure if it was, I think it was pile 1. Clarity of purpose. I can continue to gain clarity as I listen within, knowing the answers unfold with ease. I continue to gain clarity as I listen within, knowing the answers unfold with ease. Okay, and the last message for you on the bottom of the deck is courage. I feel courageous knowing I have the strength to take the appropriate action. I feel courageous knowing I have the strength to take the appropriate action. All right. So that is all I have for you, Pile 3. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. I will list below the links for my other social media accounts where I will be posting other types of content like collective messages, what is going on energetically for all of us. So I'm really excited to do those, and I hope to see you over there. I will also be posting a link to my art account for my artwork, and you will also find a link below to request a personal reading, which you are welcome to do so. Would love to hear how this resonated for you personally. Would love to hear that. Let me know, what is that one specific manifestation you are working on? Or if there's multiple, I would love to hear that as well. Again, as I've said for the other piles, take what resonates and leave what does not. If it does not feel good or does not feel right, then just feel free to disregard that message. If you are watching another pile, I will see you there. Otherwise, I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hello, Pile 4, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this fourth little crystal troll here, so cute. Yeah, so let's get into your reading. Let me just tap in to your energy a little bit here. Okay. Just getting some stubbornness almost. Let's see here. How are you leveling up? How are you leveling up? Pile 4. How is Pile 4 leveling up? How is Pile 4 leveling up? The Lovers. Can I get some more? How is Pile 4 leveling up? Knowing what you want. Working for what you want. There's an equalizing happening. Things are being leveled out. The Sun. Your ability to stay positive is being leveled up. Yeah. Your ability to stay positive as you work for what you want and as you work on mastering what you want. Things are getting more clear. Things are getting more optimistic about where you're at and where you can be. There's this idea of maybe, or this energy of maybe having a lot of options. But I see you're narrowing it down. You're narrowing down your options, and you're narrowing down what it is that you want to master. You may have felt in the past like a jack of all trades kind of thing, or just having a lot of things that you're good at, and maybe just not knowing what it is that you wanted to do, that you were really in love with. If this has to do with a relationship, because we have the Lovers here, I feel you really settling into this energy of staying positive, and of just knowing who you want to be within the relationship. Really connecting to the joy. And again, there's this perseverance. Like, the perseverance is getting easier. You are no longer a fledgling, let's say, but you have moved forward in a way that is going to benefit not just you, but the people around you, bringing together your mind, your body, and your soul. Everything working together, and you working on things as well. Definitely getting a lot of masculine energy. It's not necessarily that you're a masculine, but I'm just getting you being in a heavy masculine energy, which is not a bad thing. It is a good thing. And because you're also balanced. Yeah, leveling up. As you level up, you are going to receive more and be able to give more freely as well. I'm getting you being maybe less protective over your energy, less protective over everything. So that means that the right things for you will be able to flow in more easily. Knight of Pentacles showing up again. My goodness. This could also, be some kind of physical offering being made. Somebody could be offering you something. Or vice versa. It's like you've been working on this thing. You've been working on this thing. And either the right piece comes in from the right person at the right moment, or you've been working on this thing and now it's time to offer it. Let's get a few more cards. How is pile 4 leveling up right now? Specifically, I want to talk a little bit more about you energetically, because this is a heavy here and now energy, which is great, but I am looking a little bit at, how is your DNA being upgraded? How are you energetically being upgraded? What do your guides want to say about that? Independence. Okay. Knight of Cups. Okay. Your heart energy is expanding and growing. Your ability to be in your loving energy and also stay independent. So you could have also had this inclination to being maybe giving yourself too much. And that is being balanced out. You are able to stay you, and still give love. It's the best of both worlds. This is an awesome level up. Independence and being able to give. Because a lot of times what happens is, you kind of go back and forth between one or the other. Especially when you are a really giving person, you can kind of, crash a lot from over giving or over receiving. You know, if you're more in the masculine of that, it would be overgiving. If you're more in the feminine of that, it would be more over receiving. So taking in from everybody. So I see you being able to give and receive and stay in this, like, you know, 9 of Pentacles, very independent, very like, I got everything that I need, and therefore the people around me have what they need. And I think also, so interesting, like also being able to offer this like breath of fresh air for other people, because they don't have to worry if they're overburdening you, and they don't have to worry if what you're giving is, you know, because when you're burnt out and you're giving, it's not your best. You know, you can't give that best. So you're really mastering that heart energy, because our true form, you know, our true form is loving of ourselves and loving of others. And there's this very strong knowledge of what that feels like. It's like, yeah, it's really strong. You got Temperance again. I just feel this equalization. I feel this like overall balance. Like the level of balance in your life is upgrading really, really strongly right now. And it's probably this comes in waves. So it would be like this really subtle kind of energy sometimes, and other times it feels really strong. Like it's really motivating. Like you've got the Sun card here. Like it's really motivating. It's a really motivating feeling of peace and balance and wholeness. The bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Cups. And then you also have the Knight of Cups. So, you know, again, this could be relationship oriented. If you are not in a relationship, you know, it could be you are coming to a place where you will be able to handle a relationship and experience a relationship in the way that you've wanted. But it feels completely different because you didn't even know what that looked like before. But now you've really narrowed it down. You've narrowed it down more. You've gone through what you've needed to go through in order to know what feels right. It's not about like narrowing down necessarily like, oh, I want them to look this way or act this way or blah, 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 blah. It's like knowing what you need and what's right for you. Yeah. All right. Let's move on, and we're going to get some oracle cards for you. First, we're going to pull from the Pleiadian oracle. How is pile 4 leveling up? How is pile 4 leveling up? Energy work. So you could be an energy worker. We're all energy workers, by the way. But you could like literally be an energy worker. You could be working on that as a profession. Or you could be just opening up to your abilities. You could also benefit from energy work at this time to help really clear out like the like residual yuck from whatever. From whatever. The golden egg. Interesting. I don't know what that one means, so I am going to read from that one out of the book. Energy work. And I'm getting this like, okay, again, you know how I was talking about how, you know, there's this offering. This golden egg just, it looks like this like like this beautiful offer. Just this beautiful thing. Let's get one more. Ashtar. Okay, that's another one that I can never remember what it means. All right. So first, let's read about the golden egg. And so Ashtar, if you're listening and not watching, there's these wolves. So those could be significant for you. On the energy work card, we have all of these different, we have like all the planets of the solar system. I don't see Earth there actually, but there's a bunch of there's a bunch of planets, and yeah. So, another thing I'm getting as far as astrologically with you, again, I was talking about that with pile 3 about things just coming together astrologically. Like it's the right time, everything is aligning. I'm sure you've been through a lot of things, because most of us have, and everything is aligning now. It's like you've worked enough on each of these different aspects so that now you're able to utilize the best of all of these different things, and you've got it in the palm of your hand. If this is energy work, you are an energy worker, it's bringing together all of these different aspects and putting it into your work. Even if you aren't an energy worker, it's putting it into your work, and it's this fulfillment, this completion. You're able to offer this kind of like fuller package instead of just pieces here and there. It's been refined. Every aspect has been refined, and now it can all work together. And yeah, and I think this, as far as like these wolves here, it's also like this, maybe you felt like a lone wolf or whatever, but there's 2 wolves here, and there's one that is, howling to the heavens to what looks like an alien spaceship. And so that's interesting as well. I feel like you're calling something in too, like this final piece, like I was talking about this offering. You're calling in this final piece of the puzzle for you right now. And it's going to affect the people around you or the relationship that you're in or are looking for. It's going to affect a lot of people around you way more than you know. And maybe in a way that you have desired to, as a giver, you're clearly very impactful. And my lights just did a weird thing. You probably couldn't pick that up, but you're very impactful on the people around you. And it's like now you're like, boom, like ready to go. You're ready to take this gift that you pretty much gave yourself and expand that. And you're like, okay, I'm now ready to do the work that I was supposed to do, that I chose to do, that I wanted to do when I, incarnated here. All right. So just breathing. The golden egg. Let's read a little bit about the golden egg. Number 31. Are you in the... Actually, I'm going to take a drink of water really quick. Are you in the unknown? Can you not see clearly what rests ahead of you? Is there maybe some uncertainty in your upcoming plans? Well, then pause, take a deep breath, let go, and put your anxiety to rest with the knowledge that something wonderful is being birthed through you beyond the surface. Oh my God. It's exactly what I was talking about. The golden egg of pure consciousness reveals itself to you in times of the unknown, telling you to trust and have faith that something wonderful is occurring behind the scenes of your life. Yeah, that's sun energy. Now is a ripe time to relax, release all forms of doubt, overthinking, and fear of the future in order to receive the abundance of the golden egg. Your Pleiadian guides are requesting for you to enjoy this time in the unknown, knowing that it too will pass. Again, just as you wait, as things are coming together, there's like this waiting and working. Rather than simmer and worry, it is advisable to connect with gratitude and discover many of the gifts that are already here right now. Yeah, you have so many different gifts. It's like recognizing all those little things and bringing them together. It can be easy to get lost in our worry and lose consciousness to the moment, but if we do, we miss out on this gift of the present. Tune into the field of gratitude and amplify your frequency by listing all the gifts you are grateful for in the now. Perhaps you may have health, a roof over your head, food in the fridge. Go deep and express full thanks for all these simplicities of life. You will observe that your energy state will shift, and the golden egg will begin to hatch through simply your presence. Gratitude is the way. All right. I'm going to read a little bit about Ashtar, and then we're going to move on. But Ashtar, leadership. Yes. Ashtar is the central command figure of the Galactic Federation of Lightships that hover near your Earth. He is Pleiadian in heritage and an integral part of the Earth Liberation mission from our galactic perspective. Hailing originally from a lower dimensional aspect of the universe, Ashtar heroically transcended many of his limitations and tapped into his greatness, where he was eventually recognized and seen as a master and beacon of servitude in the Pleiades. Whew. Yeah, that's you. This dedication of Ashtar getting through such great adversity allowed for his legacy to prosper and for him to fully step forth into his role of respected commander in our Galactic Federation starfleets. As a result, Ashtar is one of our most beloved representatives, seen as a role model to our citizens of what is possible when one is dedicated to transcending what one has been given. Dedicated to transcending what one has been given is the message for you. The Ashtar card arrives when the universe is attempting to fully bring out your leadership into the light. Yeah. Just like Ashtar, you two have undergone certain challenging life initiations to make you the being you are today. The Pleiadians and many of our universal allies come to you on this card to remind you that our leadership is needed. Your leadership is needed in your world at this moment. Now is the time to step into the forefront and reveal your natural abilities and talents to the world. Although this may sometimes be scary at first, the rewards of stepping into your leadership role far outweigh all temporary fears. Take initiative, show bravery, face your fears, and allow for your leadership to help and guide others. Take command. Alrighty. Next, we are going to get a couple of cards from Beyond Lemuria. How is pile 4 leveling up right now? Your heart energy, your ability to lead. Yeah, your emotional energy with water just showed itself. All right, full spectrum. Yeah, it's like exactly like what I was saying as far as the full spectrum of who you are, utilizing all these different aspects, coming into that mastery. And, you know, the final piece, that final offering is just your knowing of who you are. All right, so we had a slight interruption, but coming back to your reading, the next cards that I pulled for you are the third eye chakra and water overflow came out for you again. So with the water and this overflow, there's just this overflow of loving energy coming from you. And this leveling up of the third eye chakra. So this leveling up of what you're receiving and how you're seeing things and how you're able to manifest your world because of the perspective that you have, and this perspective shift that is happening where you're able to bring all of these different things together and not feeling this sense of lack, but this sense of wholeness. Now let's get an affirmation card for you. I have the self-esteem, power, and confidence to move forward in life with ease. I have the self-esteem, power, and confidence to move forward in life with ease. And that's really just tying into all of the leadership and all of the, this independence and giving and receiving. And for your final, there's actually a couple more cards I want to get for you, but we have the angelic light codes are next. Clarity of purpose. Oh my gosh, so there's a huge clarification happening for all people right now, because this is the third pile that's gotten that card. Everybody is receiving a leveling up and an upgrading in their clarity right now. What they're here to do. Remembering what you're here to do. It says, I continue to gain clarity as I listen within, knowing the answers unfold with ease. I continue to gain clarity as I listen within, knowing the answers unfold with ease. And this remembering, like you don't have to work so hard anymore to know what your purpose is. And grace. I express gentleness of action through grace. Yeah, this balancing of this masculine and feminine. I express gentleness of action through grace. This gentle energy. All right, and we're going to get at least one final card, some advice for you as you continue to level up. Okay, which one? This one. All right, and this is from the Sacred Medicine Oracle, number 46, Plant Kin Sensitivity. Plants are essential to our life, and therefore we see and honor them as such. As sources of food, air, shade, medicine, and beyond, our relationship with plants is vital to our life force. They are calling you to listen to their wisdom, for they are deeply connected to the intricate energies of the earth and beyond. The beautiful nature of plants speaks to you at this time because your heart and spirit are extra sensitive, and your ability to feel and go deep is heightened. This is a gift that has developed over lifetimes, and we need the hearts who can sense, see, and know without any words spoken. Surround yourself with the plant medicines that nourish, uplift, and inspire you. They are protecting your heart and spirit, calling out to you to co-create resilience for your system. At times, it can feel challenging to live as a sensitive soul, and your plant kin are reminding you of the gift they carry. The closer you can get to the earth, the more at home you will feel. You came here to remind the world that vulnerability is strength and sensitivity is medicine. Go forward with your heart, with the plants as allies and friends. So take what resonates for you with that. And that is all I have for you, Pile 4. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like a personal reading, the link for that will be in the description box, as well as the links to my other social media where I will be doing different types of content, like talking about the energies that are going on collectively. And yeah, if this resonated, please let me know how it did. And I look forward to seeing you next time.